Welcome to Sumner School Business Immigration Basics. My name is Emily Sumner with Sumner Immigration Law, and today we're talking about the difference between the visa and the I-94. A lot of times clients will come to us and say, help, my visa is going to expire soon. We have to take a minute and get some clarity around what document they're actually talking about, because they are similar documents, but they're not the same document, and it's very important to be clear about which document is expiring when. So the visa is a document that is placed in your passport when you apply for a visa at the US consulate overseas. That is the document that you will show to the officer at the port of entry when you go to apply for admission to the United States. The visa will have your photograph, your name, date of birth, your visa validity, so the duration of your visa, and it will indicate if the visa is a single-use or multiple-use visa. Canadians are visa exempt. The I-94, on the other hand, is a document that CBP issues you when you enter the United States. So you go to the port of entry, you show them your visa, and the officer will enter information into their system that indicates, of course, your name, your date of birth, your visa classification, and the dates the dates that you're admitted to the United States. So the dates for which you can stay in the United States. So it's important to know that your I-94 validity is not necessarily going to match your visa validity, and a lot of times it won't. So it may be that your I-94, for example, if you're entering on a B1, B2, is valid for 180 days, but your visa is valid for 5 years or 10 years. That doesn't mean you can stay in the United States for 5 years or 10 years. You have to look at your I-94 to see how long you can stay in the United States. It is important that you check your I-94 online as soon as you enter the United States to make sure that the information is correct and to double check the validity period that you were given. That validity period can change depending on the discretion of the officer. They can get it incorrect, or it can be shortened depending on your passport validity. So make sure that you double check that, make a note of when your I-94 is going to expire, and make sure that you talk to your immigration lawyer to have a plan to make sure that you don't stay longer than that validity. If you enter on an F1 visa or a J1 visa, the validity of your I-94 will actually say D/S, which means duration of status. So just know that it's not always going to be a specific date. Our next video in this series will be on the B1, B2 visitor visa. Until next time, I'm Emily Sumner.